Welcome back, Acadiana, and of course, Happy New Year. It is 2026, which I have been looking forward to. So let's overview what the Climate Prediction Center is estimating for the month of January as we head into the new year. As far as the temperature outlook, it looks like us here in Louisiana are expected to be warmer than normal, especially closer to the coast. Now, this doesn't mean every single day is warmer than normal. This is just an average. They do the same thing for precipitation, where we're looking to be near normal. So it just gives us an idea of what to expect over the next 2 to 4 weeks when it comes to weather. We're pretty consistently under a high pressure system coming up, but there is a nice little front that's going to come and dry us out, and it's starting out here. You can even see where the low spinning up over Denver, causing a little bit of weather. Now that surface low is going to be around Oklahoma. It's going to move pretty quickly, and it's going to cause a lot of winds, possibly even a wind advisory tomorrow. And why is that? When you have a low pressure and then you have a competing high pressure like what we have in the Gulf, the winds want to go from this high and travel into the low pressure system. So those winds will pick up speed, and that low is going to cross the country pretty quickly over the next couple of days. And we get the tail end of that cold front on Saturday. But what happens with it is that it causes lots of wind for us here in Acadiana. And if you don't have things, secured, you might be donating them to a neighbor. Some of these wind gusts are pretty high. Crowley 33 at gust, 31 in New Iberia possible, 30 down at the coast at Sycamore Point. So it's something to be mindful of. There was over a 60% chance that we see 30-mile-per-hour gusts. So that is not nothing. Just keep it in mind. And then that lingers until after the front passes. You can see the winds have changed directions. So by Saturday night, that front has now moved through Louisiana. We cool off a little bit because of it, but still staying somewhat, if not at average, right above it. And you can see that here. There's the little low that I was talking about. You see it moves quickly. It sends a lot of weather over to Georgia, into Atlanta. But then there's our front. It's going to drift south on Saturday, maybe bring us a little bit of rain. It looks like the models are picking up on some slight chances, although nothing severe. And then we'll get to some more mild temperatures. Now, as far as tonight goes, we'll be dropping back down into the 50s, the lower to mid 50s. And because of that, close to the dew point, if we stay clear enough, if the winds don't pick up, we might get some overnight fog that forms. But if so, it's not like we saw last week with that dense fog advisory. And then highs tomorrow near almost 80 degrees, much higher than average. These are not winter temperatures. We don't even need to know the average to know that it's incredibly warm for this time of year. So here is your tonight at 55. We got the moon phase. We've got a full moon on Saturday. So, I always say be prepared for that. And then tomorrow, just another beautiful day where the highs are warmer and then a less chance of rain. It says 20%, thinking some areas may see a few sprinkles, but not a big widespread event. And then there's that cold front on Saturday. And then those mild temperatures and mild weather to go with it as we have the high pressure throughout the rest of the work week. And you see that's kind of what's aiding in that Climate Prediction Center, showing us those warmer than average temperatures. And you see that going on. Now it looks like we're getting precipitation back into the forecast next weekend. But of course, that's well ahead of time. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that as we go through the next couple of days into the work week. So just be mindful of the wind that's going to be there tomorrow. National Weather Service is anticipating issuing that wind advisory. So just keep it in mind for the things you have outdoors tonight.